Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be an RJB replay sent to me from RJB TV. Just go ahead and search in your YouTube search bar for RJB TV, and you'll find him. Go ahead and leave a comment saying that Falcon sent ya. Alright, so it's gonna be Hiya versus Kanata here on Circuit Breakers. Bottom left, we have a Red Terran player. It is Kanata. And in the top right, we've got Hiya, who is a Blue Zerg player today. So excellent game here. RJB games do not disappoint in my experience, and in your experience as well. So we got Terry the Overlord scouting out. Yes, I know, Terry the Overlord. It's a cross-spawn position, but be grateful that there are not Marines waiting for you when you get to the bottom right-hand corner, okay? Yes, I know. That's a silver lining. Anyway. TVZ. You like TVZs featuring Battlecruisers? The game between Sniper and Terror last week did feature Battlecruisers. I'm not going to tell you who won because that would be spoiling it, but whew. It's kind of rare to see Battlecruisers in a TVZ, so I figured you want to know that. Alright, so either this is a hatch first or an overpool. And judging, there you go, judging on the minerals, it's going to be a hatch first here at 12 supply for Hiya. Bam, pretty nice timing. Barracks first, into a scouting SCV, into, I don't know, somebody throwing down a command center, probably, because that's the safe thing to do here on a giant 4-player map. It is really hard to get an early rush off on a 4-player map. Scouting is difficult to do, especially for Zerg if they want to use an Overlord, or they get lucky with this Overlord scout, but that's not guaranteed either. So yeah, pool coming up, in a position to kind of streamline the Vespene gas harvesting at this location on Circuit Breakers. And yeah, everything's fine. I think everything is just kosher right now at this stage of the game. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Just helps me with the YouTube algorithm, lets YouTube know that I'm here. Will recommend my cast to other people who also love the StarCraft. We'll just enjoy the music for a minute here as this SCV comes in. Oh, and the SCV gets killed by a drone? One of these drones got that final hit. I see you. Yeah, right there. Look at that. Telling his friends. So he scouts the lair timing. He sees the macro hatch. He knows it was a hatch first play. Second gas coming up. Pretty darn standard stuff here, to be honest with you. Academy on the way. Marine production happening. Engineering bag needs to start somewhere. Not necessarily now, but if we want to go for a +1 timing, maybe have good upgrades, or an upgrade when the Mutalisks arrive. You're going to want that engineering array sooner. But if you just want to use it for missile turrets when the Mutas arrive, no big deal. No big deal. We can wait for a little bit here. Yeah, slowlings running around, stim. Getting researched, a bunker coming up. Just, you know, just to make sure that you can handle more Zerglings than 4 in case any more arrive. But yeah, at this point, just droning. 4 drones at a time here for Hiya. And the Spire is on the way. Where did he put that? Oh, okay. Down here at the natural base. So hiding a little bit, but I don't know. I guess it could be a lurker opening, but either way, bunker's going to help with that. It's going for additional barracks, and the engineering bay is not on the way. Am I just blind? Does he not have an engineering bay? There it is. Okay, now getting started. I was like, he's cutting it a little bit close here, but he should be fine. Like, as long as you start building your turrets when that spire pops, and the timings are down to a science for these players. Kanata knows what's going on. I don't know who Kanata is. Never cast a game with him before, but definitely going to be somebody who's going to give Hiya a difficult game here, because it's a longer macro game and RGB recommended it. So if you know who Kanata is, let me know. I searched on Wikipedia for him, didn't really see anything. I'm not sure if it's a Smurf name or what. But yeah, again, RJB recommended is always a good thing. It's always a good thing for these replays. Creep colony coming up. Still no sign of a third base. A little bit dangerous to try to take it on this map for sure. And moving out, which again is something that current meta indicates is not a great idea. The odds you get anything killed with this are pretty low, especially with 9 Mutalisks on the way, and Ling's going to get produced, and they have speed. And I mean, moving out too far, dangerous. Moving out halfway across the map, I guess you can retreat a little bit here. But yeah, the turrets are on their way, 3 turrets at a time, Mutalisks on the way too, and the timing is impeccable for Kanata YGGG. Triple G. Oh, yeah. So, let's see. Mutalisks taking a bit of a roundabout attack path. Zergling trying to see, are there Marines out here? The answer is yes. I don't think the Lings actually got that information, though. So we stack the mutas up. We see what we can do. The answer is probably 1 missile turret. Sure. That's a victory. Making 3 sets of Zerglings behind this, and this is really when your third base needs to probably start. Is about now, with Lurker aspect being researched. There it is. There it is. Production tab said bottom right. There it is. Okay. So incredibly standard TVZ at this point in the game. Got the multiple barracks. Got the Marines. The harassment with the Mutalisks. Raining down fire from above. Handful of speedlings saying, hey, why don't you come out here and play, Marines and medics? Ooh. Okay, free Mutalisk. Donated a Mutalisk for nothing there. Didn't get any swipes at all. But definitely recognizing, okay, the super high count of Marines here indicates we're going for a multiple racks play with Science Vessel support, and we'll see how this works out for us, right? It's really interesting. We've seen this more than the mech stuff on the channel recently. I don't know if the current meta is way more interested in just trying to be like Flash, but dude, this bunker is probably dead. Reinforcements from the main base do come down to save it, though. Because, yeah, the number of times we've seen a mech opening from a Terran has not been super hot recently. It's always been this multiple rack stuff. Right? It's 1, 2, 3. He's building us. Ooh, going 2 starports, though. I'm interested in that. I mean, I guess that's just double pumping science vessels, though, right? Probably nothing cool like battlecruisers in this game. Science facility on the way. It could be battlecruisers, but probably just science vessels. Third base done. He is making lurkers in the middle of the map, halfway between his natural base and his third base. And then he'll just toss him at the top of the ramp and everything will be fine. At least until, I don't know, Irradiate is done at the very least, or maybe you make some siege tanks, but it doesn't seem like tanks are a major part of the plan here. Didn't I see a factory? I did see a factory. Factory's been making, I don't know, just kind of been hanging out a little bit here. Not really producing anything right now, but definitely Irradiate, the first upgrade to come in here for the Terran player. Fourth base timing seems pretty viable right now from Hiya. He's getting a creep colony inside the fourth base in case there's a kind of a drop here. Ah, yes, of course. Could be for some drop ships, too. But for now, science vessels, you need them to be created now so that their energy is high enough to make things like Irradiate when the time comes. Also getting further upgrades for the Marines. Back in Zergville, it's Scourge. It's Zerglings. It's working on ground carapace upgrades. The Scourge you're going to try to connect it is the ultimate eternal dance between the Scourge and the Science Vessel. Scourge are faster, but Science Vessels often have little Marine buddies on the ground to protect them from the big, mean, scary Scourge. Defiler round on the way. Another engineering bay. Yeah, we are definitely I mean, if it wasn't already obvious, which it was, we're just making a lot of Marines. That's your 6th barracks under construction right now. Radiate's done. More science vessels. Just more and more and more. It's almost like you can't have too many, you know? If you're playing against a Zerg player, having, you know, 18 irradiates to toss out, it's always going to be good. There's no strategy the Zerg player can feasibly go against you where irradiate is bad. It's kind of a nice, comforting feeling, right? It's like, no Terran's ever been like, I shouldn't have researched irradiate. Why did I make 6 science vessels? Never once. They're always like, I should have more. So, radiate on this guy. No. Wait, there's 2 in here? Yeah, there's 2 in here stacked. But that's why you have 2. Aha! There was another one the whole time. Okay, it's dead as well. Pretty good engagement here, I gotta say. This is, the 2 Sunkens are helping a lot. New lurkers burrowing in, helping to just kind of hold here, but man, that lurker's down. This Sunken needs to get focused down. Ling's running in to try to save the Sunken, and they do. Oh, the Sunken dies. I thought I saved it. Just a little bit extra damage there. I don't know. What's the trade? A lot of Marines. Couple science vessels. Ooh. The Mutas are back. Oh, they're helping kill the fleeing medics because, in fairness, the Lings aren't super good at doing that. But then the Irradiates come in. That's a lot of Marines, buddy. Like, maybe don't get too close to these Marines. Not with their stim, not with their +1 attack. Pretty scary dudes indeed. So all the Sunkens are gone from this front door, which means it's extremely vulnerable to attacks. That SCV just going for a very brave move. This is not enough Mutalisks. Get out of there. Lurkers, join the party instantly. This is dicey. This is real dicey for this base. More Hydras coming in. They're not going to be used. They're going to be Lurkers. Yeah, going to toss up their eggs. Now, when Lurker dies from being irradiated a few seconds ago, Macro Hub's coming up at the third. Third base is on the way here from Kanata, though. I would love to see a 4th base from Hiya, especially if it seems like Kanata is way focused on killing this natural base. Then this is a pretty safe place to expand right now, would be my impression. But again, it's a very intense, very stressful situation. Got to get Plague. Got to get Defilers. Right? This is where things start to turn the tide. If you can plague these little groups, they are much easier to kill with your Zerglings and your Mutalisks and whatever else you happen to have going. Do have a couple dropships, though. We're just going to bypass the defense at the front door. Maybe hop on in to the natural base. Ah, your Dark Swarm and your Lurkers are here, you say. Well, what if we just dropped up here? Ah, Scourge got one of the dropships. Oh, this is really well defended by Hiya, though. 2 Lurkers in great position. That's not enough. That's not enough to break through it. This is where you got to use a Radiate to soften the defense. Zergling gets in here and sees there's a whole base up for Kanata. This is not good for Hiya right now. Oh, free Science Vessel, though. Okay, that would have been 3 Scourge. Oh, Lurkers exploding en masse here. I don't know. Do I feel like it's a time to go right now? These guys are just like future threats. We are a future threat to your main base. 4th base now coming in. And then Kanata decides to turn the attention over here. So Defiler, let's do some consuming. Let's get a Dark Swarm up. Oh, a Plague first! Plague-oo! All over the Science Vessels. Beautiful, beautiful hit there. I mean, obviously the Defiler dies because that is its lot in life is to dive through a radiation. It knows that when it is produced, and it knows it's willing to do so in order to serve the Overmind, or I don't know, Kerrigan, or a Cerebit, or whatever we're talking about here. Yeah, this group all gets massacred. They didn't have a dropship to fall back to, so they're dead now. The butcher to the 4th base. Scourge accomplishing nothing right there. We got some Fire Bats in the mix. Do love to see a good Fire Bat play. I guess we kill this Overlord trying to supply block the Zerg player. He is down. About 30 supply here, but not supply blocked because he's down a whole lot. Dropping here at the natural base is Kanata. Hitting a couple drones, 61 to 49 total supply right now. Not too shabby. This dropship is dead. I mean, unless there's only this one Mutalisk trying to kill it, which will take forever, just about. Oh, Overlord down. Still not supply blocking Hiya, though. Dude, this is such a problem. Look at this. 4th base, running for Kanata. Got reinforcements just streaming across the map. By the dozens, it seems like. Let's get the Irradiates in here first. I mean, the benefit is obviously that when you burrow your lurkers, they don't irradiate people around them, or Zerg units around them, which is nice. But yeah, look at this. 4 bases for Hiya, 4 bases just about done here for Kanata. Even base count here at 15 minutes. The Terran player is up. Plague-oo on a bunch of these Marines. See, and always the problem here is that the medics try to heal through the plague damage, and it never... It's not good. It's just a drain of energy. Good Dark Swarm there. Is he going to chase out? He might chase out, considering a lot of these guys are plagued, but not all of them. Maybe not enough of them. Another plague goes down. I think he largely just plagued units that were already plagued and kind of missed the other group. And the Defiler's dead now, so I can't worry too much about that. Chitinous plating is on the way. Ultralisk Cavern is done. The switch up. Oh, 3 science vessels, though. Ah, Mutalisk gets irradiated. He was like, hang on. Science vessels got plagued at some point. Big, super good drop here from Kanata. Who is this person, though? I don't like what Kanata's doing in this game. A lot. And remember how your front door is super well defended? Ha-ha! Try to defend your own ramp. Oh my gosh, the meat grinder that was that engagement, though. Oh, Lings. Lings streaming in 1 or 2 at a time is like what Ling nightmares are made out of. There we go. That's better. Engaging from multiple angles, jumping up on top. Excellent, excellent job. Good unload there. Man, more dropship play. Again, I just feel like more dropship play would not be bad in TVZs. It feels like if a Terran knows how to use drops effectively, they're going to have a better time. Although, oh, some of these guys are plagued and... Okay, they hold. I mean, the medevacs are plagued into next week. So that's not great. Battle cruisers are on the way. Are you kidding me? We get 2 battle cruiser games in 2 weeks. Something like that. Dang, RJB, you are good to us. I mean, when you're this far ahead, though... Making battle cruisers is kind of a less controversial opinion, you know? I don't know what these Marines are attacking necessarily. I guess the Hydralisk Den, but no? Why is it not? Dark Swarm doesn't protect buildings. Why is the Hydralisk Den fine? Confused by this. I'm confused by what was happening there. Unloads into Ultra Ling Defiler zone. Not good. Not good, Kanata. Get out of there. Radiating random Ultralisks you can find. Flank attack. Surprise flank attack. Actually, that was not really intended to be a flank attack, I don't think. It's another Science Vessel down. Just one. Hasn't been like a giant Science Vessel massacre today, but there have been several Science Vessel deaths. Thanks to Dem Scourge. Is this... What is this? It's a drop. She's just... Okay, dropping on top of a lurker. Maybe not ideal. Does he not have any medics in this group? Ooh, nice target fire on the Scourge, though. This group gets taken care of. Plague on everything! Woo! Okay, not everything, but Terran wins that battle regardless. 173 to 137 total supply. Kanata has really felt like he's been in complete control of this game. He's got his 4 bases rolling. A 5th base would be amazing for him too. But the battle cruisers are operational, and they are somewhere. Here they are. They're very slow, which doesn't really complement the very fast-moving nature of this Marine medic science vessel thing. So that's the problem with battle cruisers, is they're slow. They can't really pursue or run away. And they die to things like Hydralisks and Plague and Scourge and, you know. Okay, just 1 Ultralisk at a time isn't really going to accomplish much, Senor Hiya. Hiya's in an immense amount of trouble, you guys. Trying to Lucas, one of the... Oh, finish... Kill. Okay, the Ultralisk does die. Thank goodness. That would have been really bad if all that damage got put into the Ultralisk and he didn't actually die. Battlecruisers have decided to engage the Spore. You know, it's only about 1,000 hits before that Spore goes down. It's fine. Ling's trying to... Oh, got a lot of tank production up here. Boy, this is very similar to the Sniper versus Terror game that I cast. It was kind of like a tank transfer with battlecruisers while continuing to produce Marines and medics and firebats and stuff. A lot of dead SCVs, though. We're down to 58 to 63 drone. Oh, no, the other way around here. Other way around, because these guys are killing stuff, too. Oh, Scourge are popping out, just kind of hanging in the general neighborhood, and therefore dying. Look at this harassment, though. 13 kills and 10 kills. I mean, if they're real injured, don't get me wrong, but they're doing fine work. Oh my gosh, these dudes. These guys, though. 22 kills and 15 kills. And finally, enough Scourge arrived to murder them. But it's just been, Kanata's been up big time for this entire game, I feel like. Has just made all the right decisions, all the right moves. The timing has been great. Maybe battlecruisers, that one didn't pay for itself. The other ones, I really feel like they did. On a 50 drones to 57 SCVs. The tanks protecting this position are really good. You could probably just expand here. Move a couple tanks in this general area. You'll be fine. Science vessels. I mean, you used all of your Scourge on the battlecruisers, so we're feeling all right here. Feeling fairly safe, as I suppose we should. Defensive matrix up on one of these Marines. You know, some damage done over here to this third base for Kanata, but he's still at 58 SCVs. He didn't lose the command center. He's happily mining from it once again. And once again, just the streaming into a nice concave of Marines is not... Oh, that Dark Swarm. Ah, late. No, it wasn't. Okay, the Ultralisk is alive. The Plague Ooze, though, on everything. Boxer maneuver time. Ooh, Scourge got one. Read. How many more can we get? 12 o'clock has been taken by the Zerg player 2. I mean, at least wander over. Okay, that's fine. Whatever you want to do. I'm going to tell you what to do here, Kanata. You're up 30 supply. You're feeling fine. Almost 40 supply on the advantage. Remaking battlecruisers. Taking a 5th base. Zerg players got this base too. I don't know. Hyuk has actually managed to get a pretty decent economy and base count, despite the fact that I feel like he's lost almost every engagement that I've seen him in today. Not all of them, but definitely in almost all of them kind of a scenario. Once again, a Radiate. Excuse me. Radiate softening up the Ultra so the Marines are better able to murder them directly. Dark Swarm up. Where them Firebats at? Ling's too dumb to stay inside the Dark Swarm, that's for sure. Another Ultra jumping in, but it's a lot, man. There's a lot of 3-3 Marines. Oh, there's a couple science vessels dying, though. I'm guessing Scourge got them. Okay, so bottom right-hand base, Mineral Olniz is now dead. Fort of the Zerg. Got an Ultralisk running in. Probably irradiated beforehand. He was really injured before he arrived. Split, focus the Lurker. Whoa! This is where you probably want Plague, Dark Swarm, Chaos! Chaos rules, irradiates, everything, all the spell casting happening, and wow. Hiya wrecked that attack. It was looking really good, and then like 8 ultras came out of nowhere. Hiya's macro is actually looking fancy right now. Unloading into a complete death trap. Yep, not the best place to unload, it turns out. Irradiated Ultralisks. Hey, we get extra DPS added to our Tusk attacks here. What are they called again? Kaiser Blades. Ow. Ow. Tank hits. Big problem. +2 attack on those siege tanks. Third base, complete mess thanks to Zerglings again. Maybe help, guys? Guys? Okay. Well, I guess these lings are dead anyway. Fire it up. Yes, Mr. Firebat, we will. Scourge in production here. This is a good match. Again, it's an RJB match, therefore it is good. It is always good. There's no question about that ever. Scourge hit on a science vessel or two. Nice hits. Big hits. Still, that 173 to 140 advantage. Kanata is just as macro is also through the roof here. It's very good. Losing the third base is a problem. He can probably afford to replant it if he wants. Hiya's trying this, like, just run lings and ultras across the map strategy. It's not working that well for him. I mean, great Dark Swarm. Can't complain about that Dark Swarm at all. And the reinforcing stream. This is the plague. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, alright. Well, this is something that's happening. Big old drop for Kanata. The Scourge are going to kill the dropships before most of the stuff is unloaded, and everyone's going to die. This is interesting all of a sudden. Oh, we got a lurker up here somehow. I don't know how he got up here, to be honest with you. Ultra pathing is bad. He finally gets on top of the dude that's been shooting him in the face for a while. Is Hiya gonna win this game? Hiya's on top of the production. Not with a lot, mind you. It's one Ultralisk and a Zergling. But, you know, one Ultralisk with 5 armor is gonna do pretty well against individual Marines that pop out one at a time here. Dude, what a reversal. I think Hiya just totally flipped this game on its head. He's up 163 to 132 supply right now. Irradiated the Ultralisk to finish him off, but, man. Look at this. Look how much blue there is on the map. Dude, Hiya. Part of the trick here is that he never lost any of his main bases, right? He lost a base. Oh, look how almost dead this battle cruiser is with 10 kills. 22 HP. Somebody sneeze in his direction. That's all we need, I think. Because again, the Sim City is sort of helping here. The Lings and the Ultras can't really... The Ultra especially is very stupid in this situation. Doesn't know where to go to defend at all. But no. When the Zerg owns the map like this, that's your GG. Like, you can't... If he owns the center of the map and just keeps macroing and keeps pouring units into here, that's it. This is an impressive win out of Hiya on the back foot most of the game. Down 40 to 50 supply a lot of the game too. But no. This is not a possible reversal from Kanata here. It's done. Like, the Terran can own the map for the entire game, and I don't feel like it's over necessarily, but once the Zerg player just has full map control, it's really hard for Terran to come back from that. Oh, losing the science facility. I mean, both your... Okay, fine. Both your starports are gone, so I don't know how much it really matters. He's trying to rebuild some of his tech. Barracks up here, but the blue swarm is coming for you now, friendo. But the siege tanks say, oh yeah? Oh yeah? Oh gosh. That was a beautiful connection from all of those skirts. Are we dropping? Oh! I didn't even consider dropping as an option here. Doesn't work particularly well against a lot of siege tanks. As we can see there, didn't... Yeah, nope. Dropping on top of siege tanks that have +3 attack is not as effective as you would like it to be in general. So yeah, 187 to 119 supply. Kanata is just backed into this corner in the top left. The 6 o'clock base belongs to Hiya. Any amount of red on the map that exists are just floating engineering base for scouting purposes. The third base still doesn't exist. After it was killed so long ago, he's going for the drops again. Look at all the turrets under construction, though. I don't know. I don't see it. He knows, though. Like, he knows how many turrets are over here. So he's trying to avoid these ones as well as he can. Okay, I mean, it's not incredibly cost efficient by any stretch of the imagination. Hold on. Got some wings in here. It's killing a few tanks, whittling down the numbers to some extent. And now he feels like maybe there's enough whittle down that we can just go for it. And yeah, here we go. The Zerg onslaught has arrived. Coming up a ramp is never a smart thing, but if you already have some Dark Swarms pre-built, that's your GG at the top sides. Goodbye, siege tanks. Goodbye, little backed up corner base for Kanata. You are a dead man, and Hiya does come out on top in 31 minutes and 34 seconds. Absolutely incredible. Wow. I mean, that right there. An absolutely fantastic back and forth ZVT. Thanks again, RJB, for sending me that replay. I really appreciate it. Again, check him out at RJB TV, okay? Woo! That was an amazing reversal from Hiya. But again, this base wasn't threatened too much. This base wasn't threatened too much. It's just, I don't know. The bases just didn't go down under that pressure. And if the bases don't go down, then this is what Zerg can do. Battlecruisers did not get the win here today. But, you know, Ultralisk's dropping did. Wow. So I'm really impressed with Kanata's macro. He did really, really well on that aspect. And very, very good pressuring, but not good enough to kill some bases, right? Anyway, 31-minute game there, 183,000 points for Hiya, 162,000, units here. 280,000 points to 239,000 for the Zerg. Ended up proceeding, traditionally about 1,000 units when you're going Ling Ultra in a 30-minute game. Ended up losing 800 of them, but that still means you had, 200 something left. That's not great for the Terran. Buildings raised here, 24, but again, in Zerg games, that's kind of weird. And then, just the bases that were kept alive, continued mining, continued donating to the cause of the Zerg victory. And Hiya gets the win all in, about, again, 31 minutes. All right. Great stuff. Really, really good game, and that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.